Hey, Robert, all the rage right now is generative AI. I got myself an AI PC. I'm writing stuff that hooks to my own local, Gen AI. What about enterprise Gen AI? That's a whole different beast. Instead of a science project in Darren's lab, now I want to run something in enterprise. How can Intel
Well,
help
it's
with
interesting
that?
that you said science project. We don't want to treat it like it's a science project per se, but we do want to have a hypothesis around what we're trying to actually do. What is the reason I'm trying to delve into, invest into generative AI? What's the use case? What do you expect to get out of it? Do you expect the use of it to actually help you grow your revenue, right? New products developed, new code released, new customers found, any number of things to help you grow your business? Or do I expect that I want to use generative AI because I want to help save myself some money? I want to have a more productive developer. I want to very quickly go in and out of my product design cycles. I want to shed some of my development costs. I want to practice more efficient utilization of resources, and generative AI is going to somehow tell me how to do that.
Okay, so wait just a second, Robert. You're giving me all these different options. So what you're telling me is I got to make some decisions
Sure.
up front on how I would leverage Gen AI before I even start putting it in
Yeah,
my
what I'm
data
really
center.
trying to say is don't treat it like a science project, treat it like it is science. I actually need to think about, what am I trying to accomplish? Am I setting up the ground rules for what I want to test to grow my business or to save myself some cost, to find new customers? What's the reason, the business rationale for doing this thing? And then let's go figure out how to build that, right? I need to actually have a hypothesis about why I'm doing this and what I need to get out of it, and then I'll set up the framework for that. That's most important. Don't treat it like a science
No,
project. Treat it like
don't treat
science.
it like no, like Darren's lab. That's what
Well,
you just said.
I
You
need
can't treat it like
the
Darren's lab.
scientific
I get
method.
it.
I actually need to have a reason that I've defined in advance what I'm trying to do. I need to actually put together the variables that I'm going to test for that, put together the research methods or the processes. Then I need to test for that to see whether or not I've actually shown that actually is what I'm accomplishing. So it's really important to understand what I'm trying to do up front.
No, I get you. So how can Intel help with that? Why is Intel even bothering this? Because everyone knows that Gen AI only runs
Yeah,
on NVIDIA.
one of the
At
nice things
least,
about Intel is we work with a lot of customers. And what I say when I said, "What are you trying to accomplish?" We have this conversation with a lot of customers, and we can learn from that. Whether it's vertical specific, like I'm trying to do this better and I'm in banking. I'm trying to do this better and I'm in healthcare provider. I'm trying to do this better and I'm a healthcare therapeutics invention, right? We can actually help customers go through, what are the use cases, what are you trying to accomplish, and learn from within a vertical or learn from each other vertical, like separate verticals. How could I apply those types of things? So why do you bother to talk to Intel? Because we're a really good advisor as to what's going on in these spaces, what are the customer challenges, what they're exploring early, what they're maturing early. Okay, and from that we can come back and talk about really positive use cases for growing versus saving money. Underneath that, we'll eventually get into what's the actual technology stack. Why does it make sense to be able to run that on Intel, whether it's Xeon or whether it's our accelerators? We'll get down into the weeds on that, but let's start with, what are we trying to accomplish? Let's set that up for success.